more cleaning in than normal. What day is it? Monday. Rock and roll. Got stressed hard enough that I really would want more play, so I wanted to play the campaign. Yes! It was last August, September. Wow, it was really that long ago? God, my memory is terrible. I can't wait to play some games with a friend and then some games. Something. There we go. Is this working? The game. Hello, game. Are you alive? Hello. There we are. My God. Yeah, Jack's probably busy. Like a big toe. Where are we? That was it. Splatter Station. I remember. Get started. He's probably busy. A lot of people that are in our circle have now taken up specific tasks and jobs, and that's pretty much all I can say. Can't get not wanting to play. Really stick around. What? Nah, I think there's no obligation to watch. There's no obligation. There's no obligation to watch. There's no obligation to play. My back is smelly. I haven't washed in a day. See, if you make it rhyme, it's all better. Damn it, Eddie's actual life. Yeah. I'm gonna be relatively busy this August. It's not gonna be stream related either. It's I'm doing real life shit. I'm gonna be taking some courses, get some qualifications, make me more employable. These are not university courses, by the way. These courses are stuff like first aid, the qualification you need to be a security guard, or the qualification you need to be able to work in catering. I'm just going to collect a shit ton of different licenses and qualifications just so that I can be prepared for any any kind of service. That's what I'm gonna do this August. I'm gonna be very busy beefing up my curriculum vitae. I'm employable. Please hire me. I want money. Are you more interested after watching the Silence Engine? Just too busy at the moment. Yeah, everyone's too busy. Are you sure I'm employable? Yes, because I know people who shouldn't be employable and they have jobs. So based on that alone, I should be, you know, I should be getting something. If I was employable, you'd have a job. You know what? It's logic like that is why you can create D&D campaigns and I can't. You know what? When I was playing through that D&D campaign, the Blofo, I was gonna try and combine Blofo and prologue, but it doesn't sound good. The prologue to Blofo's side of the story, it gave me flashbacks to when I played D&D in university. I played it for different reasons back then. Originally, I played it because the course demanded it. Our teacher was like, listen, you guys are gonna play classic D&D, Generation 1 D&D, to appreciate how far we've come in game design in calculating all of this shit. And I see what he meant, because all the stuff we use today, like damage calculation and all that, we just shove it through an algorithm and the computer works it out for us. back then, and especially in Generation 1 Dungeons and Dragons, you had to do that all by your head. You had to get a big piece of paper down, or if you were good enough at that sort of thing to begin with, you could just do it through your head and then just know. And that's where that whole thing began. So it was a good piece of education. It was humbling. It was like, wow, look how far we came. But it was good. I remember it. We did eventually get used to it. We did eventually got used to Generation 1 Dungeons and Dragons. We got used to doing the extra work. But the first few sessions were like, fuck, we've been here for 4 hours and all we've done is walk into a room. But we clocked on pretty quickly. It was pretty good. But yeah, it just reminds me of those days. Phew. What are you fuming at, Pep? Did you rap? Bah! You know what? Not only did I create an entire D&D campaign over the span of 3 months, I also did it. Pulls down glasses, looks at camera, for free. For free, viewer! That's actually a quality that I don't have. If I was going to make something that isn't attached to a fandom, I wouldn't do it for free. I'd probably make it and then stick it behind a paywall. I'm just that kind of person. If it's not attached to a thing that is already free, then I just won't. I won't. I'm fucking petty. Fuming at the thought of calculating every manual whilst playing, and nowadays it's all computers, it really is amazing. It's amazing how far we've come. In your defense, I did it for my own amusement. I enjoy creating it and writing it. Yeah, I know. I know you did. And that's part of it. You wouldn't do it if you didn't want to. But if I can't make some buck out of it, I won't I won't do it. If I can't make buck out of it or get something out of it that I think benefits me, I won't do it. It's it really is a weakness of mine. Because of that, my portfolio and my skills aren't present. It just simply doesn't exist only in experiments. I don't have a product to be like, yo, this is what I'm capable of. It's honestly kind of rude, and I should try and grow out of it. But I'm so stubborn in the fact that why should I work for free, that it holds me back so much from doing more. But whatever. I'm working on a video game, and that's coming along really well. It'll be available next year, because the planning is going very smoothly. There's no hiccups yet. It'll be available next year. It'll be out. People will buy it. Even if only 5 people buy it, that's enough to buy me a dinner for a week. How much are you going to pay me for doing the solo campaign session? You put a price on it. Or I'll take you out to dinner. I used to do that. When it was okay to be outside, when there wasn't an illness running and governing our decisions, I used to pay people in food. I'd be like, hey, do this thing for me and I'll take you out to dinner. You can order anything you want. And it was kind of it's a bit of a cheap thing to do. Taking somebody out to dinner and saying you can give them anything you want sounds like an amazing deal. It's like, holy shit, I'm being paid in food. That's great. It isn't. It's actually much cheaper. Being paid for a job is better than being given food. But the thing is, all the people that were helping me do the things they were doing were students, and they were all starving, so You know, I took advantage of that mentality and was like, yo, I'll pay dinner. And they were already salivating at that they weren't thinking right. It's kind of fucked, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm joking. I know you're joking. I know you're funny joking. I know I haven't, also, when it comes to my game, I know I haven't shown off anything in a while. It's been at least over a month since I've shown off like a screenshot of something, but I don't want to give off anything more unless it looks like something, you know what I mean? It's, I don't see the point in showing off a screenshot that ultimately has no value. Like, I could show you a screenshot and it'll mean something to me, but to you it would be like, what is this? And I don't want that. If I show you a screenshot or something, I want it to be crystal clear what the hell you're looking at. And right now I don't have anything. It's all wires and mesh and shit. It doesn't look like anything. I'm used to that piece of meat just move. I'm used to writing big stories with no payoff because I always wanted to be an author. Author. That's cool. A author. Nah. And when you're trying to write a novel, in hopes of spending time off to be published, you're right the expectations that it might not be going anywhere. I don't expect any of my work to go anywhere. I don't want it to get big. I like the idea of having a niche fandom. Kinda same with drawing. Keep drawing. Maybe the next thing you draw will catch the eye of somebody who will be to draw. Unlikely, but maybe. Yeah, it's the but maybe that makes me happy. I'm not going in this for money. I want to make that absolutely clear. Even though I'm saying I want to be paid for things, that's because I want to, you know, live. Because believe it or not, just in case anybody needs reminding, you need money to live. You need money to pay rent, to pay bills, to pay for food. But I don't want money for the sake of having it. I'd like to survive off my work, but I really couldn't care less. I don't want to be Toby Fox, okay? I don't want to wake up and find that Nova Power is fucking... It's got like 1 million downloads overnight. You know, I don't want that. I'd be fucking terrified if that happened. I'd be like, hey, everybody stop buying this. It's not that good. Because if something's big, then there's expectations. And don't expect anything from me. I'm one person. If I had a team... Oh man, if I had a team, holy shit. If I had a team of people... Talented people... Man, that would make me happy. Because then I'd just be like, yo, I'm terrible at this, but you're great. Help me make my vision come true, and I'll pay you way more than I should legally. Because I don't want this money. Okay, these blood buckets are not behaving. Bacon dust! Biscuit dust. I've been getting into... You're getting too distracted by video games. But I should probably get back into doing some sort of proper novel writing. Get back into doing something. It doesn't have to be your hobby, but you should always keep busy. Because the moment you fall into a lazy slop of doing nothing, it's very difficult to break out of it. That's why, like I said earlier on, this month I'm planning to grab a bunch of qualifications and licenses to make me more employable. It's got nothing to do with my hobbies, but it's something. I'm actually taking some time off to do more gaming. Unless you're like Pep, and you've taken time off specifically to take time off. Also, I just noticed the image you use just... my stream tweet, yes. Not bad. It's really hard to get out of Lazy Point, it really is. It hurts. It hurts because you don't realize you're doing it. Oh yeah, I've gotten into talks about somebody helping me make the music for Nova Power, and it's getting interesting. The guy is teaching me loads of interesting things I didn't know about music. The creation of, that is. The creation of music is a smelly thing. I need that lantern. Where'd it go? It's over here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, give me that. It's too dark down this alleyway. I need to see. Know the power! Holy shit! So ages and ages ago, I wrote up a full novel and left it kind of to rot. And in recent months, I've been on and off going back into rewriting it. Good. Perhaps I'll post bits in the Discord for people to test read. That's a good idea. Get people to read it. See what they think. See if they can gauge good feedback, good criticisms, constructive criticisms. You'd be amazed about the number of people who don't know the difference between a constructive criticism versus a generic one. You'd be very surprised. Because I remember doing something similar in college. I was making a prototype for something, and I remember giving it to my teacher just to be like, yo, help me out here, what am I doing wrong? And the crap he came out with was so infuriating. I was like, okay, well, I'm not asking you again. You're clearly fucking done, you don't want to work here anymore, and you're sick of seeing people. Didn't get any good constructive criticism out of college. Everybody was just so done. Wasn't a good atmosphere to work in. Didn't feel inspired. College was rough. There's a piece of meat up there. Getting back into working out, in a rut with that. Was gonna start doing more working out and weight loss at the beginning of the year, but the few months after it was pretty fucking awful. I remember. What the fuck was that? Oh, meat. I remember I had an unfortunate beginning of the year. Unfortunate start indeed. Everybody's having a rough time in some regard. I'm gonna try my best to try and move out because this location I'm in right now is not good for me. It's making me not want to do anything. And in a clinical diagnosis, apparently that's called depression, but I don't feel depressed. I think. I'm thankfully in much better headspace now. It's all part of growing up. It's all part of growing up! You know what it is I'm really valuing? At first I didn't value this because, you know, getting older is scary. But something I'm really valuing now that I'm getting older is that I know how the world works a bit better every day. And that is such a useful thing. Because me, 10 years ago, 18-year-old me, very scared of the world. Didn't know what to do, didn't know how to do it. Tried getting help, couldn't get it, because I was young. People resented me because of that, because I didn't know better. It was a vicious circle. But now that I'm getting older, people can see that you're aging, and they assume that you're in the right headspace to be doing things. There seems to be a humongous what's the word? Discrimination against the young into thinking that they don't know what they don't know what they know, they don't know what they need to know, so nobody helps them. But now that I'm older, people just assume I know what I'm talking about. And it's a very strange thing because I'm no better than I was back then. I just have a few more pieces of life experience than normal. But because I've got a few wrinkles and a grey hair or two coming out of my mustache, suddenly I'm worthy of a thought. And it's very interesting how the world and how you get treated is changed because of that. It's a very fascinating thing. And I'm grateful for it. At first I didn't like the idea of getting older, but now I'm accepting it. I want to see how quickly and how much more better things will turn around once I start in my 30s. How will things start going then? It's like, oh, you're in your 20s. You know, you're kind of an adult, but not really. But now you're in your 30s, people will just assume that you know what you're talking about. And I don't know, I'm repeating myself, but I just can't get it out of my head of the strange... how strange of a behavior that is. What do you know of the quack? What the fuck is the quacker? Don't swear at me. It's an animal. I don't know a damn thing about it. That's the first time I've heard of it. Quacker. Quacker, oh, so simple. Is there a lift thing? Maybe I don't need a lift thing. Maybe I just need a box or something. Yeah, that's the first time I've heard of that. It's the happiest animal on the planet. Oh! Wait, is it that little, it's like that little furry thing. It's like, it looks like it's always smiling. They come from Australia, right? I think that's correct. They're small and brown. Kind of look like a rodent, but not really. It is them. Yes, I know of them. I know of them. Little adorable bastards. Yeah, they're cool. I like them. Isn't there another animal that has a permanent smile on its face? I feel as though that's a feature amongst a few animals. When the mother croc is threatened by a predator, she will take her baby out of her pouch and throw it at the predator and run away. Holy shit. Oh, shouldn't have done that. That was a big mistake. Holy shit. They must breed like flies then if they're able to just do that without any hesitation. Ah, fucking... Ooh. Is there any more junk and garbage on the floor? I feel as though I've got most of it up. Yeah, pretty much. There's just blood and bigger bits on the floor. Alright. Okay, let's make an effort to move these crates and boxes and barrels and barrels and bags and boxes. The proof is real! Hello there. Hello, Twitchy. We're going to do a bit of overtime today. I'm going to keep going until 10 minutes past. Because of the kind of stream we had today. Yeah. Boy, the boy, the boy, the boy. Boy. Oh. Yeah. And thusly. I've not heard anybody use the word thusly in a long time. And thusly. My ass. That reminds me of when my sister used to use the... She used to use the term ergo when pronouncing a deduction. It's like... Let's see, what would be a good one? Heat induces loyalty, ergo toast is king. Something like that. I just remember that. There used to be a thing of hers. She did it for a very long time. But then she grew up. And became boring. That's not true. She's not boring, but she is grown up now. She is adulting the best way she can. And therefore smell my farts. Ergo, shit stinks. Come on, boxes. Woo. Oh yeah, it's not that the gravity room anymore. That was a weird map. I don't want to ever go back to that again. That was a very strange thing to maneuver around in. Toxic barrel! He's a man. Toxic barrel! Get in there. I look back at 2018 and realized that I was not ready when I applied for the JET program. I was not ready to go to Japan and work back then. I was too immature mentally and not ready. And how do you feel now? Compared to back then, how does 3 years in the future Green Dude feel about that prospect now? Yeah, let's leave that brush there. Cock and ball man! He's got... Well, I don't need to sing the rest. I think you can guess what he's got based on the song. Zach! He's a Lego maniac! He goes to a Puerto Rican Christmas tonight at 12. I love that video. This game's nice. You don't need to really think, you just do. It's a nice game to air out your head. It's kind of like it's like a weird form of meditation almost. Because your mind is so focused on simple tasks that there's not really that much to think about. You just pick shit up and move it. That's what this game is. It's pick shit up and move it, the game. So your brain, most of it that's used for doing other things, is kind of resting and doesn't know what to do, so it kind of leaves your mind to wander. And I think that's why during Viscera Cleanup Detail streams we have these kinds of topics discussions, because there's parts of your brain that should be in use right now but aren't, and it doesn't know what to do, so it's trying to occupy the energy with any kind of thought. Fast forward some years and I feel more ready than before. The gravity of moving and working there hit me. Now I understand how much work and effort I need to get there and stay there. I got a mature head of my shoulders now, just need the world to go back to normal. It won't go back to normal. I'm not saying that to bring you down, but I feel as though I feel as though I would be abandoning my duties as a friend to lie to you that I don't think the world will ever go back to the way it was, but it's probably, I think functions and all that will go back, but pre-2020, that world's never coming back. That's gone forever. That kind of world is gone. It's gonna be very different from now on, even if we kind of go back to the way things were. The state of living has changed forever because of this pandemic. Fun fact: originally, the big baboon was actually going to be the guardian of the golden banana, but at last minute I added a giant rat who makes all the rules. I'm the giant rat who makes all of the rules. I love the giant rat. I like rats. Ridiculous animals. Visceral therapy detail. Whoops. Oh yeah, you get that. You just need it to be closer to normal as possible. I think things will go back. I think how the world works. I think how the world will heal and go back is more or less how we were accustomed to, but there will be permanent changes that will never go away. I think we need to go to war with China. You understand that they outnumber us 4-1, right? They would fucking destroy us. They wouldn't even need soldiers at that point. Farmers would do the trick. Go to war with the most populated country on the planet. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. That would be mental. China needs straightening out. Well, it's been run by Winnie the Pooh, so what do you expect? They're the stuffed bear policy is strong. Not just the UK, the entire Western world just needs to go to war with China. On what grounds? I don't want to know, actually. The wrong people could be listening to this right now, and I could disappear overnight. And that would, I'd blame you for that. I'd blame you. About, listen, you don't want me. There's a man out there who had this idea before me. He's the one you want. Repeatedly threatened to nuke Japan if they continue to support Taiwan. Oh my god. And that's their exact words. Oh, is that why Japan has started their army again? That did confuse me. Yeah, because, okay, Japan for a very long time. In fact, I think it was after World War II that they announced that they won't have an army anymore. Like, they disbanded it. They got rid of all their weapons too. But recently, they've kickstarted their army again. They have a military force again. And I didn't look into it, so I was just like, okay, but it did confuse me. I was like, why change all of a sudden? Now I get it. They're scared. They're terrified that China is going to do some fucked up shit. China. It wasn't just we'll nuke you, we'll repeatedly nuke you. Oh, China. Will you calm down? Read a book. Or something. Japan has only a defense force since World War II. Used only for defending the borders and natural disaster support. Ah! Right. That makes more sense. Yeah, Japan would win anyway. I feel as though China's biggest weapon is just a big stick. And Japan has a laser that fucking melts you. I feel as though it wouldn't be much of a war. Not only did they threatened Japan after openly promising not to threaten other countries with their nukes. Come on, China! You're better than this, I think. I hope. Stop being rude. Stop conquering countries. You've got enough land. Calm down. Okay, we've gone way over time, but I just wanted to burn every box. Okay, so the next time we log on to this, we've only got a bit of blood to clean up and some holes to pierce, and then I think that's it. This area is finished. Does this still have stolen sticks? Whoa, okay. Oh, God. Okay, well, put the sticks away and then we'll wrap up the stream. Save. Kill! What is China? I only know of Western Taiwan. That would piss him off. Sir, Western Taiwan is on the phone. Ah, yes. The one that's run by Winnie the Pooh? I know the one. Okay. This was a good stream. A bit of an unusual stream. We don't normally do stuff like this, but it was refreshing. It's good to do new stuff every now and then. Keeps you on your toes. Okay, there'll be something different tomorrow. I don't know exactly what. I don't have a plan. So I'll just pick something and we'll go with it. But yeah. Thank you for watching, everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.